Yo, hey, this shit easy, nigga. Hey, all I'm talking about, nigga, I'm still out here trying to get it.
Contender Regime Boxing, checking back in with y'all, man. What's good? So we got Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury 3, the trilogy. One of the biggest fights in recent years. One of the biggest fights of this generation. You know what I'm saying? This generation of heavyweights in the last like 5, 10, 15 years. Like, this is a huge fight. This series has been nothing short of action-packed, drama-filled, a whole lot of different things going on. First fight was a draw. A lot of people felt like Deontay Wilder knocked Fury out and he got a long count. The second fight, Fury came in and did something uncharacteristic where he came forward, walked Wilder down, landed some really good shots and was able to get the ref, it was a corner stoppage. But then after that fight, there was a lot of controversy on Tyson Fury's gloves, and he also failed a drug test as well. And, even in the first fight, people went back and reviewed the whole glove situation and then previous fights from Tyson Fury. So it's been so much drama going on. Then you had the build up to the third fight, which is going to happen this weekend, October 9th. And initially the fight was supposed to happen in July. Tyson Fury supposedly tested positive for COVID. And it came out that there was never an actual positive test for Tyson Fury. So some people feel like that was some sort of tactic to either get out of the fight or push the fight back. Tyson Fury was trying to fight Anthony Joshua. Deontay Wilder wins the arbitration, and Tyson Fury now is forced to give Deontay Wilder his trilogy. And here we go again, man. The fight is this week, and it's time to get to it, man. It really ain't too much more talking left. Hopefully everything goes according to plan as far as this fight actually happening. Hopefully there aren't any obstacles or barriers that keeps this fight from happening, man. But if all goes according to plan, bro, we got a hell of a fight. When you look at the actual matchup itself, we already know what both of these guys bring to the table. But you look at everything that's been going on outside the ring, and it's just so much drama surrounding this fight. It's so much anticipation. This fight really sells itself. I don't believe that this fight has had the promotion that I think it should have. But at the same time, when you got a fight of this magnitude, heavyweight versus the two most popular guys in the heavyweight division, and Deontay Wilder, arguably the most electrifying fighter in the sport of boxing, this fight really sells itself, man. And you look at the history between these two guys, I'm just excited to see how it play out. But, just like Deontay Wilder said, man, it ain't too much talking left. It's really time to get to it. And I just want to talk about the keys to victory, you know what I'm saying, for both guys. Just really want to break it down real short and sweet and simple. For Deontay Wilder, I'm going to say, man, look, Deontay Wilder going to have to really use all of his tools in this fight. He has to use the right hand as one of his weapons is not his only weapon. That just has to be a part of the game plan. That has to be a part of the strategy. That has to be, something that's key in his arsenal, but not the only thing in his arsenal. I want to see Deontay Wilder go to the body in this fight. If you're going to throw that right hand, you don't have to just throw it a straight right hand to the head all the time. You can throw an overhand right. You can throw a straight right hand to the body. You look at Tyson Fury's body, man, and it looked like, he'd been rolling in dough. You know what I'm saying? He looked like he done, is a big-ass life-size pile of Pillsbury dough. And he just went out there and just rolled in it, you know what I mean? And got up, now his whole body covered in Pillsbury. You know what I'm saying? He's soft at the body. Go to the body. I would love to see Deontay Wilder throw in that left hook. Use the jab and be more sharp with it and more consistent with it, because Deontay Wilder, when he does use the jab, man, he got a really quick, snappy, and powerful jab, and it could be effective. Excuse me, it could be effective, even though Tyson Fury does have the reach advantage. I like Deontay Wilder's jab to work his way on the inside. I think Deontay Wilder gonna have to be able to mix it up, fighting on coming forward, fighting on the inside more effectively. And that's going, with him being able to fight on the inside, that's where those the punch variation is gonna come in. You know what I'm saying? He gonna have to use more tools in order to be able to fight on the inside. It ain't gonna be the 1-2 straight on the inside. You're gonna have to throw some left hooks. You're gonna have to go to that body. You have to mix it up some. You know what I'm saying? So first things first for Deontay Wilder, mix it up, punch variation. You got to use different tools. And I love what I've been seeing in camp with him and Malik Scott. I think that's something that they've been working on, just mixing his punches up, showing you different looks, throwing that left hook, because he got a good left hook when he uses it. Going to the body with the left hook, going to the head with it, using that straight right, not only to the head as a finisher move, but throwing that straight right to the body too. You know what I'm saying? It could be risky because Tyson Fury has long arms and he's pretty fast for his size. But you got to take some risks in this fight. Deontay Wilder going to have his punch variation on point. And then number two, go to the body. He going to have to go to the body religiously. You're not going to be able to just head. If you want to stop Tyson Fury, you ain't just going to be able to head hunt and then think that's going to be it. Yeah, we know Deontay Wilder has the equalizer and one punch can end it all, but he needs to go to the body religiously, get Tyson Fury worried about those body punches, and then that's going to give you those opportunities to land that kill shot up top. And then three, he going to have to mix it up, being able to fight off of the back foot, being able to fight coming forward, and just being able to fight on the inside. He gonna have to mix his ranges up in this fight. And I think Deontay Wilder is capable of doing all these things, though we may have not seen him give us examples and demonstrations of that in recent fights. But I've seen enough over the course of his career to know that he can put all of these things together at once, because I've seen it in spurts. All of these things that I'm requesting of him, I've seen that in spurts over his career, just not necessarily put all together on one night. And he really haven't had to do that with him being able to get these kill shots and knocking guys out with one punch. For Tyson Fury, to be honest with you, man, I think Tyson Fury just need to be a little bit unpredictable in this fight. We know that Tyson Fury can box off the back foot and be successful. We know he can come forward and be successful. He showed you that in the first and the second fight. In this fight, I just think he need to be a little bit unpredictable. Try to do something that Deontay Wilder don't expect. And I'm sure Malik Scott and Wilder, they've been preparing for, the best Fury and whatever he can bring to the table. But I think unpredictability in this fight is going to be a big advantage for Tyson Fury, because Wilder and them know that he can do really what he want to do in the ring. He can really do what he want to do. So I think they give Tyson Fury the edge of, not being predictable, being able to have multiple game plans and styles that you can implement and be successful in this fight. Also for Tyson Fury, the jab is going to be key. If you want to disrupt anything that Wilder has a plan to do, that jab, with him having a reach advantage, having a nice, quick, snappy, strong jab, that's going to be key to disrupt anything Wilder got going on. Anything Wilder trying to put together, whether it be setting up the straight right or, using his jabs to work his way on the inside. Tyson Fury really have the ability to offset all that if he's consistent enough with the jab. So that's going to be key. That's number two. You know what I'm saying? Using that jab in various ways to offset Wilder and disrupt his game plan. And then number three, he going to have to be physical with Wilder. We know Tyson Fury has an advantage over any other heavyweight in the sport of boxing. It's his size, man. This dude is 6'9", 300 pounds. He's a mountain of a man. You know what I'm saying? This dude is huge. You dig what I'm saying? And in the trenches, when it does get close, and trust me, this fight will get close in the trenches at some point, Tyson Fury is going to need to lean on Wilder, be physical with him, do everything he can on the inside to try to bog Wilder down, get him tired, put pressure on him mentally and physically, and then, and see if that has some type of effect for Wilder later on in the fight. Because, this could be a fight that go 12 rounds. You know what I'm saying? With everything that these guys been in the ring 2 times together, you know what I'm saying? They done seen, a lot of each other. You know what I'm saying? So, I think there's going to be some points in this fight where it's like, damn, okay, I know what you can do. You know what I can do. All right, it's going to come down to who wanted more. You know what I'm saying? So this might be a fight that go 12 rounds. You know what I'm saying? And I think if Tyson Fury is able to physically wear Wilder down, that's going to work in his favor, especially if the fight goes the distance. You dig what I'm saying? So y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comments. What do y'all feel are the keys to victory for both guys? And let me know in the comments who you think gonna win and why. I'm gonna do a poll. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do a poll in the community to see who y'all picking for this fight. You know what I mean? So y'all let me know down in the comments, man, what y'all think, man. Contender regime boxing. I'll holler at y'all boys, man.